Hi everyone, so this video is for the section on finding equations from graphs. So we have previously looked at how to make a graph from an equation. Now we're going to look at how to make an equation from a graph. So the information on the screen says if we know the y-intercept, which we know is c, and one other point on the graph, then we can find the gradient m using the gradient formula. So what it boils down to is to find the equation of a graph, we need to know two things. We need to know the slope or the gradient, and we need to know the y-intercept. If we know those two things, we can use y equals mx plus c and plug the slope in for m, plug the y-intercept in for c, keep x and y as x and y, and we've got ourselves an equation. So we just need to be able to find the slope and the y-intercept. If you know 2 points, you can find the slope. So if you know the y-intercept and one other point, that's all you need to figure out all the bits and pieces you need to fill in the equation. So let's look at how that works. So we've got a graph given to us, and this question breaks it down into 3 parts. So the first part it asks us to do is to find the gradient. In order to find the gradient, we need to know 2 points. So this point on the graph, this y-intercept of 3, the coordinates of that point are 0, 3. So that's going to be point 1, 0, 3. And the other point we know that's given is 5, 13. So from the graph up here, we have 5, 13. So using the y-intercept to translate into a set of coordinates, we now have 2 points to work with. So to find the slope, we need to label these points off, x1, y1, so the x and y coordinates of point 1, and then x2, y2, so the x and y coordinates of point 2. And then if you remember back to our slope equation, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So m equals, so x2 is 13, or sorry, y2 is 13, y1 is 3, x2 is 5, x1 is 0. So 13 minus 3 gives us 10, 5 minus 0 gives us 5, 10 divided by 5, so m is equal to 2. So slope of 2. So part A, done. Part B, the y-intercept. So where does this line cross the y-axis? Well, it's already indicated to us pretty clearly there. So the y-intercept is equal to 3. Y-intercept equals 3. And then the third part of this question is asking us to figure out the equation of the line. So if you recall, equations of lines are written in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus c. M is the slope. So we figured out the slope in part 1. That was 2. X remains as part of the equation. And then our y-intercept replaces c. So we've got plus 3. And that is the equation of our line. So use 2 points to figure out slope using the slope formula. Grab your y-intercept directly off of your graph. Figure out what that number is. And then use those 2 pieces of information to fill in your equation of your line. And you've got yourself an equation. And that's all there is to it. So to recap, you need to know 2 things. You need to know slope and you need to know y-intercept. You can figure out slope using the equation m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, provided you know 2 points, which will be given to you on the graph. And then you need to identify the y-intercept. Plug them into your equation in the 2 spaces available for you, and that's it. Thanks so much for watching.